All right, let's talk about camera 3 shots. So camera 3 is positioned over on the house left side of the stage by the drummer. All right, so this first shot is a shot of the background vocalist, pretty close up. Yep, so that's it. Just good framing here on the left. There's not too much space behind her. Good headroom. Yep, just a good standard shot. Next, let's look at a wider shot of this same angle. So this is getting all 3 singers a little bit wider. Good movement in the camera here. It doesn't look completely still. We want to have a handheld look to each of our cameras. All right, next here is a handheld look. And so you'll see it's a little bit shakier, but not too shaky. If you zoom too far in and you're doing a handheld shot from this position, it will be too shaky and not a great shot. But this one's not too bad, and it tilts down. So similar to your camera 4 shot, if you remember it, it starts above her head with not great framing so that you can have a dynamic movement down onto her.
As you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born.
This is another shot with great timing because she was beginning one of the middle choruses in the song. So the visual transition helps to match the musical transition, which always is beneficial. Okay, let's take a look at a handheld shot of the bass from this position. So the operator's stepping a little bit farther out into the middle of the stage to come over around the front of the drums and get this handheld position of the bassist playing the bass keyboard. Motion. Coming up from the keyboard, back down. All right. Okay, next bass shot we're going to look at here is a shot of the bass through the drum cage, and this is handheld. So they're stepping up behind the drummer's right shoulder, taking a shot of the bass through the cage. There you go. All right, this next shot here is drums with it's a wide shot, so it's pretty far zoomed out on the drums, but it's moving the whole time. This is the biggest thing for the drum shots, is they should have a lot of dynamic movement to them almost all of the time, unless it's a really slow part of the song. Your hands will be moving toward the cage, up and down, back out, almost constantly. So you should see a lot of movement in the shots. Yeah, so the big thing here to notice is, especially with drums, it's really easy to point at something that is not interesting and where your eye doesn't want to look. So let's watch this again. Notice how your eye travels with the camera operator's movement. So he draws your eye first to the drumsticks on the tom drum here, and then as he pans up, you'll notice your eye wants to look at his face, and then he'll slowly pan back down. So he's kind of always keeping your eye moving and giving you something interesting or new to look at. Let's watch it one more time. All right, next drum shot here is a shift from showing the drummer to the bass through the cage. Yeah, so that was kind of a quick transition. You can do better versions of this shot, but that was kind of drawing your eye from the drummer to the bassist. Okay, next let's look at drums with a close stick shot. This one is often really forgotten as a shot. You can do really close zoomed up shots on the tom drum. You can do really close zoomed up shots on the snare, doing a drum roll, doing a build, something like that. All right, let's watch this. Yeah, here's the same example of that type of shot on the snare. Yeah, so those shots are great. Those are kind of a focal point of the music in that time. It's like the tom drums were keeping the verse moving, the snare drum is building the bridge. So it's a focal point of the music, so we can make it a focal point of our cameras. Okay, that is camera 3.